typically we look to the Bible and we look at the men in the Bible because there's so many examples of the men in the Bible who were less than, they were the despised, they were the traitors, they were the ones that were uneducated, had a terrible past, couldn't speak, couldn't do anything. And God said, you, right? We're going to look at the women. Not all of them, because there are many, but I'm just going to pull out a few examples of the women that were ordinary, that were fearful, that felt helpless and hopeless. The ones that questioned, you sure, me? And God, they said yes, and God used them and transformed them into extraordinary women. Women that today we talk about over and over and over and over. The first one is Mary, our Blessed Mother. We got a lot of Catholics in here, right? I know, Long Island, I've heard, is like, 72% Catholic or something like that. I'm going to sit down for this. So our Blessed Mother, let's talk about her. We know all the things about her when it comes to Jesus, but she was poor. She was from a lowly, insignificant town called Nazareth. And she didn't have anything other than her love for God that made her significant. I went to Nazareth. My husband used to travel a lot for his company all over the world. And one trip he went to Tel Aviv, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Like, you're just not stopping me. And so part of his business trip, we extended it so that we could go and see the Holy Land. And we went to Nazareth. And in Nazareth, we went to see where Mary, where she was, her home, when Gabriel the angel came to her and said, "You are with child." And I thought it was going to be some spectacular place. I mean, they definitely, everywhere you go, they definitely idolize certain things and they make it a bigger deal than it was back then. But I can tell you, her home was small. It was a stone home, one room, the size of somebody's closet. And she did all of her cooking, all of her prep work, everything outside of the home, because the only place that she had to rest was inside. It's not as if she was somebody that was, she's part of Jesus' line and, blah, 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 blah. And so she should have this glorious start. She didn't. She was ordinary, but she loved God with all of her heart. And she wasn't prepared, and she wasn't in the place to have a child. In fact, everything that led up to her having Jesus would have said, this isn't right, no, not now, not this way. But God used her. And when Gabriel the angel came to her and told her that she was going to have Jesus and how it was all going to work out, it says in the Bible that she was troubled. She was perplexed. What? Imagine that. An angel comes. You are going to have the Son of God, and they will call you blessed. Me? That doesn't make sense. This is going to be a scandal. This is not Jewish tradition. I know the rules. How can this be? She literally asked the angel, how can this be since I'm a virgin? And the angel explained how this would happen. And this is the part that made her extraordinary. She said, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. May it be done according to your word." She said yes, despite everything she felt inside. She was questioning along the way. I don't know, this is going to look bad. What am I going to tell Joseph? Oh my goodness, my mother's going to kill me. Yes, Lord. I'm your servant. Do with me as you see fit. And her life sent her on a completely different trajectory. Have you been there? Have you questioned? This doesn't make sense. I'm very troubled by this. That's how Mary felt.